Welcome to Spiritual and Ambitious. I'm your host, Whitney McNeil. I'm a certified medium and spiritual teacher, and I help spiritual and ambitious souls just like you live your life purpose through your career and attract abundance by connecting into your intuition and spirit guides. Let's get spiritual and ambitious. Welcome back to a Sunday short episode of Spirit Messages here on the Spiritual and Ambitious podcast. This is what we're doing in September as we're celebrating the opening of Intuition Abundance Academy coming soon. And we are doing a lot of special things for you this month. And we're giving you resources about how to unblock your abundance and unlock your abundance too. And also about discovering your life purpose. And now I'm going to be sharing with you some messages about the energy that's happening for us this week. So we are almost out of the official Mercury retrograde time period. So let's see what comes up. And I just pulled a card. Actually, I didn't pull it. It just flipped out of my deck here, but I will also see what else is in the deck. If you're listening and you're not being able to see the video, visit me on YouTube and you'll see it there. So the first card that just literally flipped out was the owl. Listen to your inner voice and don't listen to everybody else's stuff. Start listening to yourself. Stop listening to everybody else's, this is what you should do. This is a card where it's really helpful to really develop your clairaudience. And if you haven't listened to that episode about opening your clairaudience, I'll link to it in the show notes. This is really honing in and what is your voice saying? What is your intuitive voice saying? Also, are you talking smack to yourself? Because if you are, smack it out of your arena. You don't need to be doing that. Really, how are you speaking to yourself? And also, are you listening to you? This next card is all about firm foundation. It's the card of the earth. So this is, you're building a firm foundation. So what you're doing now is taking you to completion. So this card also comes with a number 9, and it is, I'm going to be completing cycles. We got that last Sunday where you are going to be completing things and ending a phase, and you are working towards where you're going. This makes perfect sense with retrograde too, because it's getting ready to end. And then we go into our post-shadow phase, which we are tying up loose ends. So all the things you've done during this period are moving you to a greater calling. The great news is you're building a firm foundation. And guess what? This next card is about abundance. So this is, the universe is so generous. Abundance is here. You've got this. Oh, it's so nice to know that all the work we've done is moving to abundance. And you know that Intuition Abundance Academy is opening really soon. So if you felt the call, this is a nice sign to say, hey, there's a resource here for you too. So I love that abundance is just part of the theme here. I love this next one. This is fire. You're lighting a fire. Actually, Spirit's lighting a fire under your arse is what I'll say, just in case social media platforms kick me off here. So it's really important to indulge in your passion. So if you've been really trying to find your life purpose, this is the card where it's like, hey, indulge in what you love. Because the more you indulge in what you love, that is part of your purpose. That could be the path to your purpose, or that is part of fulfilling the purpose. So you are building a firm foundation. Abundance is here. Indulge in what you love. This feels like a really good energy for us this week as we end retrograde officially, but we then move into the post-shadow. But remember to listen to your inner voice and not everybody else's stuff. So check out some of the free resources that we have coming up in celebration of Intuition Abundance Academy. I will link to any resources that we do have, such as our life purpose guide in our show notes. And I can't wait to hear more about your abundance and how it's awakening for you. So I will be back on Wednesday with a brand new regular episode. But in September, we're doing these short Sunday messages for you. So you'll also have me in your ears every Sunday in September and every Wednesday with our regular episode. So I will see you again very soon. But until then, here's to staying spiritual and ambitious. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. And if you loved it, would you please share it with a friend? I would also love your review and a reminder to subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can find me at messengerofspirit.com, and you can take the 4 Intuitive Languages quiz and find show notes there too. If you want to connect on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, you can find me at Messenger of Spirit. I'll meet you right here next week. Here's to staying spiritual and ambitious.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.